wise of Vince Valor to take all those gummies?
You know, sometimes
before the end of the night,
a party atmosphere like this particular event, like Immortal Championship Wrestling, and this is Immortal, you make some choices that some could deem questionable, and that's what maybe we just saw. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not here to judge.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the action rolls on here at This is Immortal.
Hailing from Queensburg, New York, weighing at 205 pounds, this is Shayne Stetson.
Here comes hot stuff, Shayne Stetson. You got the confidence is just oozing off of Shayne Stetson. There's a good reason for that. Just 2 months ago, retired his own father, Chip Stetson, worked more than over 3 decades in this industry. 7 packets, and his own father packet, and now the new atmosphere, this new charisma on Shayne Stetson. I don't know if I like it.
Imagine what it's like to best the person that you have been idolizing, emulating your entire life, to step out of the shadow, to get your own pair of shoes instead of trying to fill someone else's. That's how Shayne Stetson's feeling. He's feeling so good that he decided to adopt the moniker of Eddie Gilbert, and I, for one, am here for it.
Say it's kind of ballsy taking the name of such a legend as Eddie Gilbert.
Oh, is it too soon, Cody? Is it too soon to adopt such a moniker? Listen, these things happen. Life is cyclical. Everybody knows that. And perhaps that's exactly what Shayne needs for a fresh start.
Let's see how this fresh start will go for Shayne Stetson, former ICW Tag Champion, with the man he kicked out of the business.
Yes, the second best Stetson. Yes.
I'll let that one be. But Shayne's got a very tough opponent here tonight nonetheless. And a man who's traveled the world for this business, the Dirty Dango. Not earning any friends here tonight. Here comes Dirty Dango.
Hailing from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing at 225 pounds, Dirty Dango.
A huge ovation here at the Nexus Center for Dirty Dango.
The former Immortal Championship Wrestling World Champion, a well-traveled, well-seasoned wrestler, signed a developmental contract way back on in 2006. And honestly, man looks incredible, could potentially be doing some of his best work right now.
Yeah, a man who has definitely made an impact, no pun intended there, all over the world. But in Impact itself, bringing it into that push, he was the man who, after weeks of running an investigation on who attacked Santino Marella, it was revealed to be himself. And now he's showing his love and admiration for fans, but deep down, he said multiple times that he now hates professional wrestling and everything about it.
Well, that doesn't make a lick of sense to me. That's like soup on a plate. It doesn't. Why would he be here ready to wrestle in front of this great crowd here in Utica, New York, if he hates professional wrestling? To me, that's unhinged like faulty cabinets.
Money.
He made it very clear. He said this business for one thing and one thing alone, and that's to make that sweet, sweet dollar.
That is the most eloquent thing I think I've ever heard you say, Cody. I'm so proud.
I think Immortal owner Mike Cake must have rolled out that cash and patted that envelope, because Dirty Dango ready to compete here. He has not returned to ICW since losing that world title, but held on to that world title for most of 2022. Shayne Stetson, what a better way to climb that championship ranks than by defeating a former world champion.
That's right. You step into the ring with somebody like Dango and you get a win over him, then you are proving something. You are letting people know, hey, hi, it's me. I'm the champ. It's me. And that's what Shayne Stetson is trying to do.
It was the night after WrestleMania 29. Izod Center, New York, New Jersey. And at the Izod Center is where Johnny Curtis turned into Fandango. He was already Fandango, but this was the night after he came off a huge victory over Chris Jericho in his WWE debut, and that's where he rose to the all-time popularity. Have you ever heard of da-da, da-da-da? You know what I mean?
Never heard of it. Never touched this dog.
If you stupid people don't shut your mouths right now, I'm leaving this crap town Utah, packing my bags, and going home.
Don't threaten them with a good time.
Now, why waste a perfectly good entrance jacket?
You know what? So much for this match because it's over.
And Shayne's not having any of this crowd here at the Nexus Center.
That's right, he's playing by his own rules. He's living his life the way that he wants to, not how he feels like it's been set out for him by his father. Like there's this imaginary rule book he's supposed to follow.
Yeah, Shayne's just not having any of this. He's out. And Dirty Dango kind of in shock here, but
Maybe this is a great move. Maybe it's calculated. How do you make some headlines? Hey, I walked out on one of the biggest matches of my career to date. I walked out on Dirty Dango.
well, Shayne doesn't realize what's about to happen. Now he does, but it's too little too late. Dango's got Stetson. He's dragging him back to the ring. A shot across that guardrail for good measure.
Referee making the count. I'm assuming that this match has started.
I think I heard about it.
I'm not too sure. People they're playing real fast and loose here.
What a chop across the chest of Shayne Stetson.
Okay, I don't think that's gonna fit.
There it does. Rather perfectly, might I add.
Well, the collar's a bit askew, but all right.
Another shot. You can already see the chest of Shayne Stetson turning red from the chops of Dirty Dango, and now the bell is rung.
Well, there it is. The bell has been gently tapped and this match is underway. We can officially say that Shayne Stetson, hot stuff, Shayne Stetson, taking on Dirty Dango. It's Dango. Dango, everybody says, does he pronounce it both ways?
It's Fandango.
Well, showed why he's added that dirty to his name.
Yeah, dirty tactics. He's out here choking people with garments, using people's ring gear against them. That's a dirty if I've ever heard it.
And now Dango's got the arm of Shayne Stetson here. Trying to throw it right at his socket.
Doesn't take a whole lot, and not just the arm. Think about your trapezius muscles. Think about your shoulders. The levator scapulae. That's the muscle that lifts your scapula. I know, you looked at me funny because I know you definitely didn't pass anatomy, Cody. That's why they put me in. That's why they put me in the booth. It's because I'm out here with facts and figures, letting the people know what they need to know.
That you do, Justin. That you do. And now Stetson, well, gets that headlock in, but Dango sends it back over into the corner. Stetson reverses it, and now pulling on the hair of Dango, and was a clean break for about half a second.
I didn't see a hair pull. I saw somebody trying to get some jockey for some leverage.
Now looking down, up and down this entire card for tonight, I gotta say, this matchup has the biggest pattern I've ever seen. It's the up-and-comer in Shayne Stetson, the man who just came off a huge victory, retiring his own father, as per mentioned, taking on the ICW Pro, the ICW vet, Fandango.
Like we mentioned earlier, Fandango, former ICW heavyweight champion, held that title for much of last year. A Fargo strut there from Shayne Stetson.
That's right. You got to take a moniker like Hot Stuff and run with it. You got to go back to the old school and maybe get some new tricks. There's not enough people doing tape study. There's not enough people diving into the vaults. What's old is new, my friends. Everything comes back around. Shayne Stetson knows that better than anybody.
Shayne Stetson's the man who turned on his own father. You think he cares about how to be a clean wrestler?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I agree with you, Charlie. He doesn't care about that. I mean, can he be a clean wrestler against Dirty Dango? I don't think so.
And when I say clean, I mean strategy. This is a man who doesn't care about strategy. This is a man who doesn't put in the time or effort. He's a man who's just looking for any means necessary to win and leave with a payback.
Well, I completely misunderstood what you meant, and now I don't agree at all.
Well, now here Dirty Dango sizing up Shayne Stetson here on the outside. Got that little clothesline in, good.
Didn't need to be much because let's look at the size advantage. I mean, Dirty Dango is definitely got a bit more muscle. He seems a bit taller, at least from my vantage point. And let's not forget, that's a concrete floor.
That's just it. Didn't need to be much, but it definitely was effective. There you see just raking the jaw there of Stetson across those guardrails and spiking his head face first.
Such dangerous territory out there. I mean, wrestling is a game of inches. We all know that. This is really precarious for both combatants because one wrong maneuver, all it takes on a concrete floor, your career's over.
Shayne Stetson here is taking a seat while Dango gets a running start on that big boot, takes it down to the concrete floor of the Nexus Center.
Brings a new meaning to have a seat.
I'm sorry, is Dango supposed to be proud of that?
Yes.
Is he supposed to be proud of the fact that he just knocked him onto a concrete floor? Could have cracked his head right open. He could be unconscious right now. This could be a Ricky Steamboat, Jake the Snake situation.
Do you legitimately think Dirty Dango cares?
He should if he wants to conduct himself with any shred of honor like Shayne Stetson does.
Yeah, you know who conducted themselves with honor?
Honor. Shayne Stetson pulling the referee in front of him to deflect any sort of offense from Dirty Dango. If there's honor in that, Justin, come on.
I think maybe he was just trying to protect him from getting hurt.
Right.
I can't have my eyes on everything at all times. That's not what I saw.
Well, now Stetson gets back in control, goes for the cover, only gets 2 out of it, though. You can see a little bit of frustration setting in on Stetson. Looking for that neck breaker. Got it.
That's right. Take your time, Shayne. Don't rush anything. You've got plenty of time on the clock.
Still only got 2 out of that one, and again, the frustration starting to set in a little bit here with the referees counting.
I mean, Shayne Stetson is just a completely different man from what we've seen at the start of 2023. He started the year 0-3, white hot, loving of the crowd. The people loved him. Then he turned on his father and all shifted around. He gained some wins. He retired his old man, and now he's just the most hated person, I'd say, in ICW behind our tag champs.
Well, the hate directly correlates to the love that these people have for Chip Stetson.
Well, there you see that swinging in that lariat. And, well,
ring awareness.
Good awareness there by Dango.
And that's what the veteran instinct of Dango is. He sees that even if the slightest body part is close to the ropes, he's going to try to preserve as much energy as possible, doing little damage. Puts one finger on the rope, brilliant.
Shot there by Stetson. And another, trying to rock Dango down to the floor as he hangs onto that top rope for dear life.
You know, you make a good point, Charlie, about the energy factor. And the longer this match wears on, the more it starts to favor Dango because he is somebody who has plenty of steam in the engine. He has had many a match, many a schedule that is grueling in the professional wrestling industry.
And to go back to that last example when he was being pinned on the mat, it's not very easy to get your shoulders up on the mat. It takes energy on your behalf. With that, Fandango decided, hey, I'm just going to put one finger on the rope.
Absolutely. Lay down flat on the floor and then try to jump up so both of your shoulders are up off the mat, or even just one.
Now, wait a minute here, quick roll up here by Dango. Had the tights, only got 2. Stetson able to battle his way out of it. Clothesline by hot stuff, Shayne Stetson, who takes his time to gloat to the crowd who couldn't care less.
He should be proud of himself. He hit a nice clothesline on Dango, put him down. long enough to jaw jack with this audience who doesn't appreciate a star on the rise. You know, nobody really recognizes it. It's like a towny band. Everybody likes them, but they never think they're going to be the next big thing until they're on everybody's TV set, like Shayne Stetson's going to be.
And now Stetson gets Dango up. Referee took a boot right to the temple. And a low blow by Stetson while the ref was down. Yeah, it was smart, but it wasn't clean.
It wasn't Lanny Poffo level. I wouldn't call it genius. I would just call it smart wrestling.
It was effective. Hate to say it, but it was effective.
Some people operate on results, Cody, and maybe that's what Shayne Stetson is. He's somebody who likes a good result. A result begets another result.
Right now Stetson with a chair.
Come on. And while Hot Stuff
Wait a minute.
looking to be a little bit like Latino Heat.
You say it. Spike that chair to the mat. But the referee's still on Dream Street here. Stetson's trying to sell it like he just got hit and cracked in the skull.
Underestimating his own power as he was swinging Dango around.
And the referee's starting to come to here.
Well, in this situation, his father
Wait
would
a
have been
minute.
honorable, picked up Dango, and brought him down for the win. This is just shenanigans.
The referee sees Stetson holding onto his head.
Let's not make any rash decisions here. Oh.
And the referee's going to count them both. That didn't quite work out like Shayne had hoped. Oh, look at the miraculous recovery.
He's okay.
Into the cover. Dango. Only got two. Super kick.
Damn near took his head off with that super kick. Real close proximity shot.
Wait a minute here. This is how Dango wanted it. No. Stetson. Roll up. Into the cover. Got the tights at three. Stetson just beat Johnny Dango.
Here's your winner, Shayne Stetson.
Is this the part where I pretend to be surprised? Is this where I'm supposed to act like I didn't predict this? Because I think everybody heard me loud and clear. Shayne Stetson, a star on the rise here in Immortal Championship Wrestling, blazing his trail, and that is why they call him Hot Stuff.
Well, Hot Stuff Shayne Stetson, you might not like how he got it, but Hot Stuff Shayne Stetson got the victory over former heavyweight champion Dirty Dango. Wait a minute here. Oh! Knockout shot! Dango just knocked out Stetson.
I call that poor sportsmanship, which is really inappropriate in the Nexus Center, a sports complex.
Well, Dango might not like it, this crowd might not like it, but Hot Stuff Shayne Stetson gets the victory here. And this is Immortal at the Nexus Center.